Alright guys, welcome to episode 2 of Game Chat with Bwana, titled Turkey Hangover. We are after Thanksgiving break. It's a holiday in the U.S. and a lot of us are coming after our vacations and such and stuff like that, including myself. And we're going to be talking about gaming today. This is episode 2. In case you missed episode 1, I haven't posted it yet. I tried posting it today and I had a couple fail uploads, but I'm going to try again. So don't fret if you missed episode 1, it will be posted. And I'm in the process of getting that posted very, very soon. Episode 1 was a raving success. I think everybody who was there was very happy to become a part of it. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's go ahead and talk about my first story. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. And I pretty much asked the chat to have their stuff ready that we're going to discuss after I talk about my stuff. It was Thanksgiving break, so I didn't do a whole lot of perusing of the news. When I got back, I didn't see a whole lot except for deals. And we're going to talk a little bit about the deals and Black Friday and all that stuff in a little bit. But the first thing I want to discuss is Gran Turismo 5, which was released recently. I know some of our community members, according to my forum, quite a few of my community members have it and are already planning to do some online races. The game is a juggernaut amongst racing simulators, and you know, when you talk about racing simulators and video games, it's almost a requirement to mention Gran Turismo 5. But it came out with a little bit of controversy because you guys know, in the realm of video games and just anything where people are passionate, there are fanboys and quote unquote people who really want to see it fail, simply because they're in online arguments with people who really hyped it up. They say, well, just wait till Gran Turismo 5 comes out and everything you say will be null and void. So when Gran Turismo 5 comes out, they're hoping that it fails simply so they can prove their friend or enemy wrong. And that was a lot of what fueled what's going on the web right now, because Gran Turismo 5 didn't get like sparkling reviews. It got like good reviews, but not super great reviews. And it's kind of sad that the controversy was surrounding that. I know a lot of us who play it, we don't even know about the controversy. It's all about the web and the blogs that I'm talking about here, about guys and controversy. Even in your inner circles, you may have encountered some friends who talked about it, but they were like, oh, I thought Gran Turismo was going to be the best thing since ever, and now it's only getting the 83 or whatever it is on Metacritic. So it's kind of disheartening that a lot of people put their faith in reviews, and then when I see this story here, and you guys know where I'm going with reviews. Reviews generally are not a good sole mechanism of determining the quality of a game. Apparently, a bunch of the reviewers who played the game didn't play it long enough to unlock half the features. And you guys may recall when I did a review of Final Fantasy XIV, I purposely titled it First Impressions, because I said, well, you got to play the game for months to really get the full breadth of what the game is, even though you can get a glimpse of like mechanics and graphics and stuff like that in the first few days. But apparently these guys in Gran Turismo 5 didn't play it long enough to barely get past level 10. I think the highest I read was like levels 15 or 17 that a reviewer got to. And they totally missed out on the damage feature of the game, because apparently once you surpass a certain level, the damage feature of Gran Turismo 5 really kicks in. And they were dinging the game saying that, oh, you promised damage, but there is no damage. And I read some articles, and I'm not going to go firsthand because I don't have the game, so I can't really speak as to the quality of the game. But I don't have it. I do want it. I don't have it yet. But apparently they got the game. The reviewers were complaining that they got the game too late, that they didn't have enough time to play and review the game from the time they were given the game until the embargo was lifted. And, you know, there's been all kinds of debates, even on News for Gamers and a lot of sites that I read, that is the problem. That these sites are rushing to get their review out there first, and the quality of the review is suffering as a result. So they're rushing to play it, and they don't even, you know, give the game the proper amount of attention, I should say. So, in essence, they failed. That's what this article states, that the reviewers failed to see the damage that was actually in the game. So once you actually reach level 20, you'll see a big jump in how damage affects your car, how it affects your parts, and so on and so forth. So actually, this is a good indication and a good example of why reviewers should not do the things they do, and they're looking pretty bad. And I think game trailers and I think GameSpot, I think they're the only two that haven't released their reviews yet. And I think a lot of people are actually going to gain more viewers or more readers as a result of that, because they're actually waiting to do their review. They didn't just say, okay, the embargo was lifted, let's put out what we have out there. So it's actually, you know, it just highlights the quality of reviews out there. So apparently with this Gran Turismo 5, as you become better and better in the game, and it makes sense. It says that it's giving you time to learn the game mechanics, and it's more forgiving towards novice users. So it doesn't punish you with damage in the early levels of the game. As you get better, as you get higher in level, it gets a little bit more difficult. The damage becomes more apparent, and it's kind of like a scaling effect. You know, as you become better in skill, the game actually says, okay, we're going to actually make it a little bit more realistic for you. So it's it's something that I'm watching very closely, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have to think about this in terms of Gran Turismo 5. I know for a fact Technifin bought it. I think B Woods has it. I think Kovacs has it. If you guys read the reviews, if you read the reviews early, do you agree or disagree with what they're actually saying in it? Because I know Gran Turismo. I know the type of game it is. I know the time you have to put into it. I know it's a racing simulator more so than it is a arcade racer. It's not Blur. It's not Need for Speed. You know, it is a racing simulator. So, I don't know if the reviews, and like I said, I didn't read a lot of the reviews. I looked at the Metascore, and that's what I was going by. B Wood says he's a long-term Gran Turismo fan. So am I. And he loves it like the rest of the series. And Technifin posted some thoughts about the forum. Kart racing is fun. Okay, that's a new feature that was introduced. And it's not kart racing like Mario Kart, guys. It's actually go-karts that they're in. So don't think there's little mini Gran Turismo characters with big heads and power-ups and things like that. It's actually go-karts. So and a lot of people, I mean, just before this game even came out, a lot of people didn't understand why people would buy racing wheels. And I say a lot of people because I'm talking about my JTV audience. I think one time during our 2009 New Year's Day or New Year's Eve gaming wrap-up, we were talking about the racing genre. And I was like, you guys just don't know. Racing is a very popular genre. And I mentioned Gran Turismo. And people would buy racing wheels and pedals and for $100+, you know, to basically engulf themselves into the experience. And I've seen a lot of JTV streams where people have picture-in-picture themselves driving with the wheel, and it makes the game a lot more fun. It does. It really, really does. So B Wood says it's going to take him a while to formulate a solid opinion. Kovacs wants a wheel. And so I do want Gran Turismo, but I really believe that I don't know, this generation that I think a lot of us old schoolers were around when Gran Turismo first came out. And a lot of you kids out there, you know, your teens, you were either very young or you really just didn't get into it. And I think a lot of the newer generation, they're more into Forza, which is Gran Turismo's main competitor on the 360. I think a lot of the newer generation is more into Forza than they are into Gran Turismo, simply because I think that was the first one they played, the first racing simulator that they played. The very first racing simulator I played was on the PC. I don't remember the name of it, but it was just this really high definition, slow. It kind of reminded me of Flight Sim, but it was car driving, and you know, it was very basic. But I don't remember the name of it. But the first one I had fun with was Gran Turismo, because I knew a little bit about cars. I knew a bit about, you know, how to tune up certain parameters, you know, just based on working on my cars a little bit. And it just made the game so much more fun, especially if you're into that kind of stuff. So yeah. Nick says his first was Gran Turismo 1 for the PS1. Gran Turismo 2 would be your favorite one ever. 2 was good. I do remember 2. Yep. I think 2 was the... Which one did I buy a wheel for? I think it was 3. 3 or 4 that I bought my first wheel with it. A Logitech wheel. Cost more than the game. Yes, Ice, I have played Blur. I played a ton of Need for Speed. Midnight. I forgot the PSP game. I played that. Played a lot of Gran Turismo. I think out of all of them, I played Gran Turismo the most. Yeah. It's the you know, it's when you talk about these other racers, they're at their core they're racers, but you know, they're different types of racers. They're, you know, you got arcadey controls and then you got realistic controls. I think a lot of us who play a lot of arcadey type games, you get into a realistic game, you're like, okay, I suck at this, so I'm not gonna play it. You know, it's a lot less forgiving. Especially when you start out in Gran Turismo and you got like a crappy car with like no get up and no traction and no turbo, and you gotta win. So getting over that initial hump is kind of a pain in the butt for a lot of people with little patience. Gran Turismo does require patience. Okay, Kovac says that GT5 has B spec where you play as a manager and not a racer. Yeah, I remember reading about that as well. So if you don't want to get into the grinding part of it, I guess you can play as a manager. And they've already released a patch. I'm glad you brought that up. Spartan says they're going to release a lot of patches. In the beginning of Gran Turismo 5, there were a lot of issues online. There were a lot of people who had issues with connectivity. There was lag. And then they issued a patch as early, I think it's Saturday, this past Saturday, which addressed a lot of the online issues and some other things. So that was a pretty fast patch. I was kind of impressed. And Kovac says there's already been 3 patches. So they're on top of it. GT5 for PC, no. There aren't any GT5 games for PC, but it's a PlayStation exclusive game. Excuse me. Okay, so I guess we'll end it on that note. And I'm glad we got a lot of people in here who have played Gran Turismo, and you guys know about how great it is. So let's move on to the next story. The next story I'm going to talk about Splinter Cell. It was confirmed by Ubisoft that Splinter Cell 6 has been confirmed. Those of you who are into Splinter Cell, you probably should be a little bit excited about this. Apparently, they are working on Splinter Cell 6, and they say it's going to be developed exclusively in Toronto. and it's oh man. They're talking about the studio in this article about how many people they have and so on and so forth. But the main reason I brought this up is because I know we got some Splinter Cell fans out there, and Splinter Cell 6 is in development by Ubisoft. It's one of those types of games that you either love or don't love. I know the stealth type games. A lot of people with no patience, I guess I should say. A lot of people with no patience. They don't like stealthy games. Like, I'm tired of just tiptoeing around. I just want to run in and ring. You've been spotted. That's a Metal Gear Solid sound, but you get the idea. I get tired of tiptoeing around. I just want to get to the objective, and you get caught. So, it takes a lot of patience. But this is a good story for those of us who are into Splinter Cell. Personally, I'm not a huge Splinter Cell fan. I follow it. I have played. Gosh, I don't remember which one I played. I think it was one on the Xbox I played. But the most recent Splinter Cell I didn't play. So I haven't played a lot of them. Might have been Double Agent. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you who played Splinter Cell will be happy that Splinter Cell 6. Are you guys going to buy it? I see people like Chaos Theory and Double Agent. So I see a lot of no's, people who aren't going to buy it. But, yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll hear something about it at E3, and I think that's a good segue into our next story. E3. Yeah, G4. You guys know G4, right? G4, the television network, which I believe is owned by Comcast now, they have signed a 3-year exclusive deal for E3 TV rights. And B Woods brings up a great point. Yeah, G4 kind of got axed by DirecTV, so I'm not too excited about this. I usually get my E3 coverage online. You guys probably, I know a lot of people followed me from my E3 coverage from last year. I was actually following IGN's coverage. They had their stuff up on YouTube. You follow it from my broadcast, exactly. G4 is apparently going to keep their TV deal with E3. And granted, there really wasn't another TV station there. I mean, not a really popular one. I mean, you see some stuff about it on the news, but it was like G4 was like the only television network that was actually there anyway. So, yeah. But for the next 3 years, G4, they're gonna be there. Anybody here actually like G4? I'm not a big fan of G4, guys. I don't like their content anymore. I used to watch a lot of shows on Tech TV, but as G4 took off, and shows like X Play came out, and Attack of the Show, and shows like Screensavers kind of died off, and Call for Help kind of died off. I saw a content shift. There was a lot less tech on G4 and a lot more like cheaters and like reruns of other shows that I don't really care about. And I was like, it just really lost its whole tech appeal to me. It just seemed like any other network on there. Yeah, and Cops and I'm like, what does that have to do with G4? It's the shift. I was really excited with Tech TV when I first found the channel. It's like in early 2000s, late 90s. I first found Tech TV. And then it morphed into this, and I was just like, it doesn't jive with me. And then you know, X-Play and the shows that I did like kind of took a weird turn. And I was watching them. I was like, this is not good. This is. It's like they were trying to do something different. It was almost like it was forced upon them. Yeah, and that girl from the show, they're always, you know, showing her half naked doing stuff. You know, it's like they're just trying to sell sex, which I don't agree with either. You know, it's just like, talk about tech, man. So I don't know, guys. I'm not too excited about G4 with anything. Which is why, you know, shows like Twit and, you know, all the Revision 3 shows are really gaining a huge following because they're still raw. They still have that raw appeal, that raw, rough tech show type deal. You know, there's not a whole lot of executive influence. That's what Leo Laporte's biggest, I think he talked about this many times. He had a huge hang up with just how things were run on these television networks, and you know, it was one of his big motivations behind starting Twit. He wanted to do things a certain way, and he's doing it, and he's making millions of dollars doing it, and I'm happy for him over at twit.tv. So, and also Revision 3, they got their way of doing things, and you know, a lot of the old Tech TV alumni, you know, are on those two networks. They're either with the Twit network or they're either with the Revision 3. So but that's the deal with G4 and that story right there. And finally, we're going to talk about our final story that I'm going to discuss, and then we're going to hand it over to you guys. Angry Birds, probably the most popular game on the iPhone for many months, recently made its way over to Android, and it's kicking butt over on Android. And I actually love this game on my iPhone. And I was happy to see that it's coming to the Xbox 360 and PS3. And it makes sense to bring a game like this. It fits perfectly with the PSN titles. It fits perfectly with Xbox Live Arcade titles and, you know, the Wii titles that you can download. A very, very, very good game that's actually coming to the Xbox 360 and PS3. Meanwhile, this is one that I like to see. The article states that Angry Birds 2 is also in the works. It's a very simple, I don't know what they call them, slingshot games. They were popular a long time ago. Angry Birds takes that whole slingshot genre where you propel an object to try to knock things down or to try to get a distance. Those were the types of games that there were. But Angry Birds is actually, you know, you have to knock down objectives, you have to hit explosives. You know, it's all of the whole story behind it are these birds versus these pigs who are stealing eggs. Very cute story. Very simple, very clean gameplay. I think that was one of the things that people loved about it. It was very easy to get into, very easy to get addicted to. I found myself, the first time I played it, you know, it literally engulfed me for like 3 hours straight. And I was like, okay, I might as well just finish this game. I just kept playing it and 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 playing. And I was just like, oh my goodness. I looked at my phone battery and I was like, wow, my battery's like dying. And I looked at the time. I'm like, oh, I didn't eat dinner. What's going on here? So Angry Birds is one of those games that will totally suck you in. And if you don't have an iPhone, if you don't have Android, but you do have a PS3, 360, or Wii, you'll be happy to know it's coming to your platform very soon. I looked on this article. I couldn't find a date. They said that it's in development. So, okay, actually right here it says there's no time scale for its release. So, hopefully we'll be seeing it early next year. I don't think it'll take a whole lot of time to port to those platforms. Seems like a very simple game. Shouldn't take years. But Angry Birds definitely will be checking out. All right, guys, that's all the stories that I have that I wanted to discuss, and I guess this is the time where we're gonna turn it over to you guys. Do you have any stories you wish to discuss? And if you do, ask the mods to give you permission to post a link and actually describe what the link is, and we'll start talking about it. Oh yeah, while you're doing that, while you're getting your stories, let's talk about Black Friday. Let's talk about Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which is today. There were a lot of deals online, and namely with Steam. I think a lot of us who play PC games, I'm a PC gamer myself. Steam had a massive sale going on. The deals were okay. The games that they were selling, I wasn't super excited about, so I wasn't like but a lot of the games that they had good deals on, I already have, which I bought in a previous sale, so I can't really knock them for that. But today I see that Metro 2033 is on sale, I think, for $10. And I think Dirt 2 is on sale for like $2.50. Mafia 2 is on sale. So there's some pretty good titles that are up there today. But you know, when I post this video, it'll likely be over. So I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. You'll be like, "What? I saw your video. You're talking about Steam deals, and they're not there." Well, today's the last day. It's gonna end tomorrow around like 1 p.m. Eastern, like 10 a.m. Pacific. So lots and lots of crazy, stupid deals. Orange box for Outsanity says orange box for $7.50. Yeah, it's just crazy, stupid deals. If you don't have these games already, it is a great way to get these games for very cheap. I think a lot of us who have these massive Steam libraries, you think we're rich. We got like 40, 50 games. You think we're rich. No, we just wait until these sales, and then we buy 7 games for $20. The Steam community is very, very patient. We will wait until the sales. People are like, oh, I like TF2, but I'll just wait till the sale. And they wait for the sale, and they get the game for $5. And yeah, Super Meat Boy, by the way, guys, it is, wow, today is the last day to pre-order. So Super Meat Boy, I think, is $10. I do want that game. It is available. Those of you on the 360 already know about Super Meat Boy. It is already on the 360 on the arcade, but it is coming to PC, coming out tomorrow. And if you pre-order, you get the you can either get the head crab, the World of Goo character, or the Minecraft character. And it's like those I Want to Be the Guy games where I think you guys see Michael on JTV play them, where you're like this. It's like this platformer, super difficult platform. I got it on my wish list, Speedwoods, right now. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm man, I want, like, there's like 7 games I want up there. And it's like the poker game. I want to get I call it the 6 V's. V. I want to get the ball. I think it's called the ball. The ball and there's a couple more. I want to get Metro 2033. And something, there was a couple more that I saw. I need to add them to my wish list. But it was like, it's like 6 games, and if I bought them all today, it'd be like $50, which is just crazy, you know. So yeah, the poker game looks fun. It does look fun. It's $5. Guys, this is why we love PC gaming. It's, people complain about the price of PC hardware and video cards and stuff. Man, these games are stupid cheap, and they're hours of fun. So, you guys got your links ready yet? Again, you need to ask a mod to post a link if you have any stories you want to talk about, or you can just post the topic and we can discuss it. Okay, what is this VG chart? America's pre-orders chart 27. So we're talking about Epic Mickey? Epic Mickey? Other hot games. Alright, let me bring it up here. What are we looking for? Pre-orders in general? Little Big Planet 2. So this is in the thousands. So Epic Mickey has 200,000 pre-orders. Had. I think it's out now. Cataclysm 500,000. Wow. Little Big Planet 2 is approaching 120. Dragon Age 2 90 for the 360. I think someone just gifted me a game. Steam just popped out of nowhere in the background. Someone gift me a game. Okay, Cataclysm, Epic Mickey. Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition. I can't believe Cataclysm had that many pre-orders. Wow. I really didn't know that. I didn't know that it had 500,000 pre-orders. Dragon Age 2 for the 360, Gears of War 3, Dead Space 2, 360, PS3, Diablo 3. You can pre-order Diablo? How? How? I didn't even know you could do that yet. GameStop? Oh. Okay. I'm not doing it at GameStop. I'm gonna do a digital copy of Diablo most likely. I'll probably stand in line though and stream it all like I did for Black Ops. DC Universe Online is on here. Huh. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This game, they don't have a date for it yet. SOCOM 4, no real date yet. Killzone 3, they do have a date for it. Two Worlds 2. That was actually, people already have Two Worlds 2 actually. I don't know how they got it. But Two Worlds 2 has been streamed on JTV already and it looked pretty good. Looked very detailed. Brink. I think a lot of us are looking forward to Brink. Is Brink coming to PC as well? It should be, right? Oh, Brink is going to be one to watch, dude. It looks like a very good title, so definitely you should look into it. No, I'm not going to be playing Cataclysm. I'm not a WoW player. Blizzard has me in the form of StarCraft and Diablo. Okay, decent link. Anybody else got anything? I might want to put on my headphones in case one of these links plays sound. Guys, don't post links that have sound. I don't know if these have sound. What do you think? Congratulations, you have won. Alright, hold on. Sony patents application for two-finger touch handheld device. Ah, okay. So this kind of goes along with the PlayStation Portable, the next PSP rumor that you can touch the front and back. So okay, that makes sense. So it kind of coincides with that rumor about the PSP. Yeah, it's a good link. So there's a patent now to describe it. Kind of does look weird. It does look weird. Yeah, and I saw this story about Activision. Call of Duty box copies will never have subscriptions. Yeah. We will not change anything about the PC version of Modern Warfare 2. It will be exactly the same as Call of Duty 4. Yeah. 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 Activision, meat grain of salt. Say hi. Hi. But they, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe Activision anything really until it actually happens. So. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. What else did I want? There was something else besides Gran Turismo that was big this week. Well, you want me to talk about Portal 2? I mean, it'd be helpful if you had a link. Ask the mods to give you permission to post the link. I haven't heard anything about the new Mortal Kombat. I haven't. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country, the new one. If you guys got a link about that, that'd be cool. Okay, what do we got here? Batman, Arkham Asylum, or Arkham City, I should say. What about it? This is a link to Batman Arkham City. Yay, Batman. The Kinect. Accidental. Oh boy. The dangers of playing Kinect enthusiastically. Microsoft's new Kinect sensor continues to walk the path of Nintendo's Wii and Civil War reenactment precision. Blah blah blah. Up top is an unintended swat of one Kinect gamer by another. Okay. Oh my gosh. Here it comes. Somebody's about to get smacked. Hit me. Judo chop! Elbow to face. You killed him! You video game noob. What's this? Oh, oh! She knocked him down. Oh my gosh. Wait.
I got it.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, who gives these people games? Are you smacking babies around? Oops. Did I win though? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I guess they should put some more disclaimers that, you know, hey, get out the way. Like, move. And put your babies away. Because children are gonna, when they see adults jumping around like kids, they're gonna want to jump around too. So you gotta really be careful. Otherwise, yeah, gonna knock some babies around. Yeah, let's see that Minecraft link with Kinect. Man plays Kinect. Man plays Minecraft with the Kinect. Ever since the Kinect PC drivers were created earlier this month, many programmers have gone to work to find new ways to use Microsoft's motion tracking camera. One man has managed to create a program that lets him play Minecraft by simply gesturing at the screen. There's a video below to show the hack. The video below shows Paulo, the creator of Minecraft hack, using Kinect to control his actions in the game. He says there's plenty of work to do to make it better. Make it better. Using his mouse now. Okay. He's got his hand waving it to kind of control the movement. It's kind of slow tracking though. But I guess it's a start. I gotta admit, I mean, you're gonna have Popeye forearms from mining. You freaking, I mean... If you gotta do a gesture to hit a pickaxe on rock, yeah, you're gonna get some kind of repetitive motion injury. You're gonna have Popeye forearms. All right, this is a good start. I'll admit. You know, this is Can he place blocks though? I haven't seen him do anything besides move. Yeah, you can actually punch a tree. That's a good point. Uh-oh, I'm underwater. Use the mouse. Hacks. That was good. That's good. Got a lot of work to do with it. I agree. What the guy said. He said it needs a lot of work, and it does. But it's good to see that they got some basic tracking down with it. Only thing we know Zeta is 18 months, so 18 months from the last StarCraft release. I can see screenshots of the new Mortal Kombat here. Alright, hold on. I see a bunch of links. Let's look at Scorpion, I guess. I was born on New Year's Day, 1923.
Scorpion was once human, like us.
I don't believe that.
But he, his family, and his clan were all exterminated by Sub-Zero. His tormented soul laid waste in the Netherrealm, but was mysteriously resurrected by the malevolent Quan Chi.
Finish him.
Fueled by revenge, he entered the Mortal Kombat tournament to avenge his family and slay his mortal enemy, Sub-Zero.
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
Man. Poor Sub-Zero, I kind of feel sorry for him. Hey, they brought back Jax. Yeah, the whole storyline behind Sub-Zero is kind of confusing. So apparently he, renounced his clan or something last game, and yeah, they kind of went back and forth on the story. Here's another video here.
This fight will be your last.
Kuai Liang and his brother Bi-Han were abducted as children and trained to be ultimate assassins by the Lin Kuei. When Bi-Han was unjustly murdered by Scorpion, Kuai Liang swore revenge. He mastered the power of ice and cold and took his brother's codename, Sub-Zero.
Oh, okay.
Finish him.
The new Sub-Zero entered the Mortal Kombat tournament with one goal. To destroy his brother's killer and anyone who stands in his way.
Sub-Zero wins.
Finish him.
Fatality.
Okay. So that's cool. Mortal Kombat. What's this YouTube link of? Varden. Kinect jail ride. I don't know, guys. I can't see myself getting into a racing game where I'm not holding the wheel. I'm. How do you accelerate? How do you brake? I never understood that. I was like, when they do racing games with Kinect, how do you accelerate and how you brake? Is he not moving? He's not moving. He's not moving. He's not moving at all. That face. Oh my goodness. He's not moving at all. This dude's got skills. Gran Turismo 5 ain't got none on this. You can win without moving. Yes. Oh, Kinect can tap into your brain? Yes! That face he has, man! Wow, I'm selling my copy of Mod Nation Racers right now, and I'm gonna buy Kinect just for this game. He's in first! Wait a minute, he's in first. How's he in first? He got third place from not freaking moving. And they got a picture of him sitting still. They... Oh, that's just terrible. That's bad. That doesn't make Kinect look very good. That doesn't make Kinect look very good at all. Alright guys, any stories? Videos are fun, but I don't want to replay videos on my video all day. Just any stories, any tech, any gaming news. We talked about Gran Turismo 5. That was one of the biggest releases that came out. We talked about the Steam sale. We did. We already talked about that. Oh yeah, Minecraft Notch implemented a new bug tracking system. I recommend you guys use it. He's using Get Satisfaction. Definitely go sign up at getsatisfaction.com and submit those bugs. Actually, and also comment and, agree with bugs that you've encountered, so they'll get moved up the food chain. I was kind of disheartened to see that he's going to be fixing tools. That when you drop tools, they repair themselves. It's marked as fixed. Yep, that's on the list. Let's bring up the list. I'll show you. We can talk about that because I got nothing else to talk about. I saw it. I was like, oh, and it's right here. Let's see. I saw it earlier today. Did they move it? It was on, oh, it's on page 2 probably. He's been fixing more stuff. Tools repair when dropped. Here it is. It has been marked as solved. And if you read the comments here, People are like, well, you don't have to fix this now. I wouldn't call this a problem. Like this guy says, though it is an exploit, I think it's quite handy. And I wouldn't want to change it, but I know it needs to be eventually. I would hope that there is some legitimate replacement for it, such as a tool fixing one or such. I mean, that's a feature that we knew was going away, guys, so that just means that you got to do more mining. You know, all these servers that we have that don't have mining, you can best believe they're going to be some infinite tool damage mods or whatever. But yeah, guys, go up to Get Satisfaction. Let's go to the Twitter link here. Yeah, go ahead, go here. Ah, I'm not logged in. GetSatisfaction.com/Mojang. I thought I was logged in over here. I guess I'm not. GetSatisfaction.com/Mojang. Go over there, and you can see the issues that have been solved and the ones that he's working on. Like, you can't see arrows. They say they fixed that. Armor cannot be seen by other players. It says solved. Spawn causes falling damage. Solved. Creepers explode when you hug them. What? Wait a minute. I gotta read this. Creepers explode when you walk up to them and give them a hug. Load Minecraft Alpha. Start a load single player map. Walk up to a creeper and hug him. Action results, creeper explodes. Expected results, a new friend. Impact, heavy. You basically have to spend the whole game protecting yourself and avoiding them at all costs. I'm sad. Oh gosh, people are laughing at this. Ah, yes. This is the ultimate bug. I love this. Oh. Yes. That was a good one. That was a really good bug. Ooh, Get Satisfaction users can mark problems as solved. I'm glad they fixed that. Fix leave, please. Have you fixed leaves already? Please add leaves to King because my friend didn't want to play online without it. That's not a good reason. Who cares about your friend? But yeah, anyway, guys, the point is to go up to Get Satisfaction, submit new bugs, and you know, comment and agree with bugs that are already up there that you agree or disagree with. I'm cry. Yeah. Oh yeah, Guild Wars, the trilogy was on sale for like $15 on Steam. I don't know about a Control V issue. I saw that header. I don't know what it is though. I didn't read it though. I'm an environmentalist and I'm leaving because leaves aren't realistic. Guild Wars 2 should be it's gonna have a lot of fans. Guild Wars 1 has a lot of fans, so I don't foresee Guild Wars 2 failing. I mean, it's got its own type of game. A lot of people love it. Especially if you're in the PvP. So if we don't have any more stories, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. It looks like we're dying down. So let's go ahead and call it a wrap, call it a show. Episode 2 of Game Chat with Bwana is finished. I want to thank you guys for coming by. We're going to try to do this, like I said, every Monday around this time. I started a little late today. I haven't come up with a definite time yet. But look for us between 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern, around that time. Also, follow the channel so you'll be notified when I go live. That way you'll just know. You'll get an inbox, you'll get an email in your inbox that Bwana has gone live, and it'll tell you what I'm doing in there. So, come by every Monday. And again, we're going to have some other community events, just so you guys know. Every Friday night. Yeah. Every Friday night is our StarCraft 2 community night. We play together on that game. And Saturdays, this Saturday is going to be our first Call of Duty Black Ops community night. So, for PC, unfortunately. Those of you who don't have PC version, sorry. And we are going to have some fun. We got wager modes working on our PC server. We got an unranked server that we're going to have some little games, mini games. And, you know, we're going to kill each other and have fun with it. So that's going to be our Black Ops community. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern. Those of you on the West Coast, that's 12. That's noon. Those of you everywhere else, you can adjust the time. So thank everybody for coming by. Community nights on Friday and Saturday. And Mondays we're going to be doing our game chat with Bwana. We got an 18 user server on our Black Ops server. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.